Hi, today we are making an EDM track. Okay, so this is the sound of the project. We have a kick, as usual. We also have a sidechain, giving the sidechaining information. Here's the kick, simple 808 kick with a drums kick compressor from Ableton. I try to use only Ableton effects over here, and I'm using Massive and Silent One synthesizers. Everything else will be Ableton. Okay, so you can see the kick is a little bit auto-filtered in the beginning, so it's very only present in the high frequencies, and over here it's in over all the frequencies. We have a clap coming together with the kick. It's not unusual for EDM to sound like this. After the drop, we have a reverse cymbal, and over here we have a crash. Very simple transition. And we have white noise over here on this track. White noise with one oscillator of the operator. We select the white noise waveform over here, and we filter over there with the frequency knob. This is actually what is being automated over here. See the curves. EQ'd, glued together a little bit, sidechain compression and ping pong delay, and those effects are actually not necessary. Okay, that's it so far. We also later introduced two off hi-hats just to give it a little bit more rhythm. Closed hi-hat. Yeah, always on the third hit. Very usual stuff. We have a rhythmic piano over here. It's one of the Ableton pianos from the Grand Piano package. You can get it from Ableton.com. With your, you got that with your Ableton version, and it's sidechained as well. And I used our mixing tools. Well, that's actually a bunch of effects glued together in those racks. Basically, this one is only applying the low cut over here. Over here, there's a little bit of EQing for piano optimized, and over here it's fattened with the saturator. Overdrive and filter. Actually, this piano is quite overdrived. You wouldn't need it, but I found it quite interesting like this. Yeah, it's also filtered a little bit. No, that's the master filter. I'm using a filter on the master at some parts, at some points of the track, mostly in the end of the start, in the middle of the break, and then, you know, just kicking it in nicely. Yeah, so this is the piano in the rhythmic piano, and we have another piano in the break, which is more longer played. Giving you this kind of typical EDM piano kind of feeling, very simple approach over here. You see I cut a lot out of the mid and low frequencies, added a little bit of the high frequencies to make it more transparent over there. It's also well, it doesn't need to be sidechained because this sidechain over here is off. Yeah, so this is actually pointless. It's just because I copied that one. And what else do we have over here? We have massive leads over here. Those are giving the low frequencies to the, like, the main melody is actually four or five synths glued together, you know, and making this fat sound. And this is the lower one. Coming out of massive, I called this pad tiesto style. It's saw wave, saw wave, saw wave, white noise, frequency shifter inserted, low pass filter applied, a little bit of reverb, a little bit of flanger and EQ, and that's the sound you get. And it's 1 octave lower than the other ones. Let's go to the other one. Yeah, I called this Avicii style. I don't know why. It's a square actually, and a mix of two more. No, this one is actually not applied, so only this one's coming in. We have a little bit of white noise as well, and well, nothing really fancy. A dimension expander over here and a reverb over there. Another massive instance over here. That's actually just 1 octave higher, and the difference over here is I put it on monophone in the voicing, and I put up the time to have this gliding effect in the beginning. You see that clearly over here, and okay, so those are massives, and we also have a silence over here. It's the Mega Scoos preset. It's actually, I think it's in the factory somewhere in 444 or something. Very easy to find. Also used again over here, but over here I took the piano, like those MIDIs, and put them there, just to give it some top atmosphere. Yes, and over here for the bass, I used the tube bass. I think I saw this on another tutorial, and it's actually a pretty cool bass for this kind of sound and music, and it's sidechained, it's overdriven, and I heavily pushed up the top frequencies over here to make it more noticeable in all this glued mix of sounds with the J. It doesn't really show up over here with this J bridge, doesn't matter. You find this bass as well. It sounds like this. Yeah, so let's listen to everything together and see if I missed something. Ah yeah, over here I have another siren sound. Yeah, you see it's also a square, and what is that? I don't know what, like, I just tried it and it sounded nice. What's that? Oh yeah, it's that one. Anyways, those waves together with a little bit of white noise and a lot of time, like portamento is what it's called, applied to the monophone sound. And yeah, that's what you get if you put all the stuff together. I made it at the length of a pop song. It has an intro, a first breakdown, then it kicks in with everything over here. It goes out a little bit, the second breakdown over there, it kicks in again, and then it slightly walks out of the song. Maybe I was a little fast with this group of synths. Let's play them solely together after each other. So that's the silent. This is the square. And one more thing on the master, I have a very slight low cut over there, of course the filter I told you before, and then I just used the aggressive dance master. It's also an Ableton preset for mastering, and I applied it a little bit of gain in the bass over here, a little bit of high gain, and quite a little bit of limiting added to it, and let's see how much it works. Just slightly cutting out stuff. So this is how you could make EDM if you wanted, and I hope you understood quite a little bit of what I did over here, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. You can get the project file, check the description. You can also download this track through our Facebook page if you like the track. And yeah, subscribe to our channel, feel free to, and see you next time. Bye!